We are told that Israel needs a 15-ton bunker buster bomb to destroy totally Fordow. But only America has those bombs. Retired four-star General Jack Keane joins me. General, welcome back. Always good to have you on the show. My question is there any alternative to B-2s and bunker busters if you really want to knock out Fordow completely? Any alternative?
Yeah, certainly. There are alternatives. They're just not as good. I mean, Israel can certainly conduct a ground raid, secure the facility and then blow it up and try to get out of there without taking a lot of casualties. There's a lot of risk associated with that. They successfully, back in 2020, took down the power grid that supports Natanz, and a lot of the centrifuges as a result of that were destroyed because the centrifuges got to keep spinning. You could also take down the ventilation system and deny that, obviously, ventilation to people working there. So there are alternatives, but none of them are quite as good as an airstrike with a bomb that has the capability to deal with the deepness of this target. 300 feet into the ground is quite formidable in trying to penetrate and achieve destruction. So it is the preferred option. But obviously, as you asked, there are other options. It's just more risk associated with those other options.
Sure. Other than missiles, does Iran have anything to retaliate against us with?
Well, their air force is completely destroyed. And their air power infrastructure to support it, with fuel, munitions, and the things that define air power besides airplanes, they have a very small navy, some frigates, some patrol boats. They're capable of mining the Straits of Hormuz. If we didn't take out that capability, or the Israelis take it out, they're pretty much reduced to missiles in terms of some form of retaliation. But believe me, if they're going to walk down that path, given the weakened position that they are in right now, Stuart, they know full well that the United States' response to something like that will be quite massive. And I think they recognize that their regime's survivability would truly be at risk if they take on the United States as a result of our conducting this limited strike, which is kind of a one-off strike. This is Israeli operation. They have led it for the last 6-7 days, and we would be supporting them with a significant capability, to be sure. I don't want to minimize it, but it is one airstrike at that target. We're not part of the major campaign that Israel is conducting here. And if Iran reacts to that, significantly trying to take down U.S. troops at our bases, our response will be quite consequential, and I would assume that they're very much aware of that. And they are in such a weakened position now, Stuart. I mean, the military leadership, as you know, is decapitated. So is the nuclear leadership. Airplanes have been flying over all the major cities and over Iran, the capital in Tehran, 5 days, 6 days, days and nights. I mean, the psychological and emotional impact of that is significant. The civilian leadership in its entirety is in hiding. Yeah. They're in bunkers. So I don't expect them to do much in terms of major retaliation, because I think they know the risk to them personally and the risk to their being able to survive would really be at stake as a regime.
About an hour from now, around about 11:30 Eastern this morning, President Trump is going to the Situation Room for an intel briefing. That suggests that action is imminent. What do you think?
Well, I think, where we are, the president's pretty much disclosed it. I mean, he's been involved in briefings now for the last 4 days or so, and this is likely an update. But, I think, he's had the plan. He understands the options. He's expressed, what he favors. I think the executors are well aware of that. I think one of the things that's taken place here is to make certain that all of our assets are in the region, one, to protect the troops at our bases, but just as significant, to have the assets there, the offensive assets, not just the defensive assets, to conduct a counterstrike against Iran if they take on U.S. troops at our bases. So that is taking a little bit longer to get those assets into the region, as you've been reporting on, and so have others. And I think that's one of the reasons why this action hasn't taken place. We want to make certain that we're ready for all the options in front of us.
General Jack Keane, you know what you're talking about. That's why you're on the show. Great to have you, sir, and we'll see you again soon, I do hope. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.